All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Psycho's Platters, always powered by coffee each and every time. And I know maybe you're saying to yourself, what's Psycho going to go do today? Well, it's that time again, ladies and gentlemen, for a new episode of Jukebox from Hell. That's right, the future award-winning. All right, needless to say, excuse me. Like I said, if you haven't had a chance to check out some of my previous episodes, please do. I think you will be pleasantly surprised. Currently here, though, of course, we are looking at episode 36 on your scorecard. We are talking about Jeremy Spencer and the Children from November 1972. That's right. Here's the front. Right? What a strange cover. I mean, it is. Look at this, right? Okay? And then there's your back with all your lyrics on a record collecting standpoint. At least my copy came with just a regular white sleeve, but you're looking at that, all right, for, what the heck? Ugh, I hate when albums do that. All right. Anyways. So from 1967 to 1971, Jeremy was an original member of Fleetwood Mac. He was on the first album for that band all the way through Killin' House from 1970. Christy McVie shortly joins the band, official, and then Mac goes out on tour. And in February 1971, there was a divine intervention, if you will. There were many factors to Jeremy's disappointment in Fleetwood Mac, which we won't get into that, or it'd be a little more of a video than we need. A really cool first solo album from Jeremy in 1970, which go check that out if you have never heard it. It is great, in my opinion. Didn't settle the feelings for this. So on February 15, 1971, before their show at the Whiskey A Go-Go in LA, he took a walk to visit a bookstore and didn't come back. The band searched for him for days to discover that Jeremy joined the Children of God. Couldn't be persuaded back to the band, and Jeremy starts his new chapter in life. He has stated he wasn't brainwashed and joined the Children of God on his own accord. By the way, all of the research today from his website, Fleetwood Mac's website, Wiki and AllMusic, and I dabbled a little into some Fleetwood Mac forums too. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this, shall we? Track 1. Can you hear the song? Love the start here. And it has a Beatles, Crosby, Stills, Nash vibe to it. Track 2. The World in Her Heart. A nice, slow ballad. Sorry, I can barely read my writing sometimes. Nice slow ballad with great guitar licks indeed. Track 3, Joan of Arc, starts off sounding tullish in my opinion. A really cool, almost instrumental piece. Track 4, The Prophet, digging the guitar and harmonicas on this. Track 5, When I Looked to See the Sunshine, an interesting song about the world and its uncaring, selfish people in society. Track 6, Let's Get on the Ball. I love the way this starts out with tasty guitar licks. Really digging this track, and it's true, there's a couple really good ones on this album. Track 7, Someone Told Me, song about the upcoming apocalypse. Yes, and there's a nice duet at times too. By the way, pretty much the rest of the backing band on this is Children of God members that could perform music and such. Track 8, Beauty for Ashes, a song about regret for love lost. Track 9, War Horse, about the corrupt society and how damned it was due to the corruptness. The War Horse, coming indeed. The end is near. And then we close it off with track 10, I Believe in Jesus. And I do too. It says it all in the title. Nice tasty slide, works here at times. And it's a nice way to close out this album, honestly. Okay? Afterwards, Jeremy had complained about the production on this album. Sounded like mud, he said. There was a single released, but it didn't chart. And some say the anti-war and the Jesus lyrics and apocalyptic stuff turned off some of the people. Okay? I personally think that it probably has something to do with, living in the times of the early 70s, okay? Not only that, the quote, Jesus movement, started in the late 60s, early 70s, alright? So, I think it's a combination of factors. Not that there's anything wrong with the Jesus movement, mind you. I'm just giving you descriptions. That also, seriously, I wrote on here, that's really too bad, to be honest with you, that some people can't have open ears and open minds. Because to me, this is mostly a great album, honestly. It really is. But here's the thing. There's no way that you're going to ever get this on CD unless it's from a vinyl rip, alright? The master tapes for this album were lost in a fire. Yes, that's right. So, no master tapes for this album. There was a tour for the support of this album in 1973. I think he went to the US and Europe and such. His next album, though, wouldn't be until Flee, which was in June of 1979. Now, Jeremy continued on and off to make really cool solo albums. He's still around. I'm glad he's still around. In 2007, he ended up doing informal jams with Mick Fleetwood, John McVie, and Rick Vito. I thought that's kind of cool. And he also appeared on a TV documentary of Peter Green. And him and Mick and John were in the same room being interviewed. Yeah, I'm telling you. If you've never heard this, check this out seriously. Now, this is kind of a funny story as to how I found this album about a year or two back. My executive producer, Donna Jo Catlady, was there when I got this thing. This was in the middle of a box of kid records. In a box of kiddie records, I found this. When I saw this, and I'm like, oh, I know about this, snatch this sucker up really good. Alright, check this out. And you know what? Check out Jeremy's previous work in Fleetwood Mac and some of his later solo material, too. So I know you might be asking yourself, and even if you're not, too bad, you're going to find out. What's the next episode of Jukebox from Hell? Well, we're going to go flash forward to October 1986. This band previously broke up in late 1982, and some of the members decided to reactivate the band name, but not with any really good results at first. We're talking about Fame and Fortune from Bad Company, that's right. That will be the episode, the next one for Jukebox from Hell. Now, I want to ask you something, guys. Have you been enjoying the series? Do you have any suggestions for any future episodes of Jukebox from Hell? Always can leave them in the comments, or always communicate with me on my email, which is on my YouTube channel page for Cycles Platters. I really appreciate everyone that takes the time out to watch these things. And like I said, go get this. You won't be sorry. Trust me. Alright, guys. Till next time. Take care. God bless. Rock on. Always powered by coffee each and every time. That's the Mighty Psycho promise. Take care. I believe in Jesus. Indeed.